Hi, friends. Pastor Cindy Garris here. A little bit different setting than sitting at my desk because my desk has not gotten any cleaner in the past 2 weeks than it looked like before. Plus, it's a special time, and so I thought I should share in a special setting. This is in our chapel here at Colonial Park United Church of Christ, as many of you know and are familiar with. First of all, let me just say I hope you are doing well. My thoughts and prayers are with each of you. I love you, I miss you, and I care. This church has been doing a phenomenal job of checking in with one another and of connecting both online, on the phone, and from a distance, waving at people. And I'm so appreciative of seeing and sharing in that compassion with this amazing group of people. So I came to you a couple of weeks ago when we had a special council meeting to decide to close or lock the church building. Again, I'm reminded that the church doors are flung wide open in our hearts, and as we are the church, it's just that there are no specific activities and meetings happening here at the church. But I just wanted to reach out to you and give you an update that our council met again on March 30th and has deemed to continue in the same pattern that we have been, where there are no activities here at the church, in the building anyway. That's not to say that there's not a lot of activity happening in the church beyond the walls. As many of you have already checked in and are familiar with, we're offering Bible studies, we're offering prayer groups and connection times. We finish up our Lenten series on Tuesday night, and I'm looking at continuing to have the Lenten or the Tuesday night discussion groups. So if you have a particular topic that you'd like for us to work through or work on together, please let me know of what you're interested in. All of you are receiving this because you are part of our email system. And we have an email and you're able to get things online. But perhaps you know of people who don't have that access. We've been working really hard in the office. In particular, Kathy's been doing a terrific job of getting materials out to people. We have devotionals for people to use. We have copies of the service on CD or DVD or printed bulletins. So please make sure those friends that you have who do not receive emails like this know that there are still ways that they can be kept informed and ways that we want to keep connected with them. Please make sure they contact the church office if they would like to be receiving any of those things and have not been receiving them. So we're coming up on Holy Week, and we are not having services as usual here for Holy Week, but I do want you to be aware of some opportunities that are open to you. First of all, this week on Palm Sunday, we have a special Palm Sunday service in which we are inserting some of your friends and mine, people from within our congregation who have become readers for this week through voice recordings. And so we've included them in this week's service, and you'll get to hear that this weekend as well. Also on Palm Sunday, since we are not having a parade and aren't able to wave our palms in the air, I want to invite you to two things. One is to put on your door or in a window any kind of green branch. It can be from an evergreen, it can be some new spring green branch that you have. But in this way to sort of symbolize our collective and our togetherness in being the church. So we want to encourage you to do that. I also want to encourage you on Palm Sunday, if you have access to Facebook, to consider posting to our Facebook page a picture of you or your family waving, right? Because our palms are waving. And that way we can see one another uh, and smile to see one another. If not live, at least we get to um, see our families and our pretty faces in this process. You can be goofy with it if you want, but just an invitation for you to consider posting just a short video clip or a still of you waving. That's how we will wave our palms for Palm Sunday. On Tuesday, I mentioned about the Lenten study concluding. You're welcome to join us. That's by Zoom, which you can do as a video call, or you can also do a phone only call. And just contact the church office if you need those details or don't see them anywhere else in this email. I also wanted to let you know that on this Sunday, we will be beginning the charging station once again, but instead of having it at 5, we are going to continue to have our prayer time, connection and prayer time at 4 o'clock via Zoom, and that will be in a charging station style from now on. Including Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday at 4 o'clock. You can connect with friends and colleagues via charging station style prayer and gathering time together. So I hope that you're able to join us on Sundays at 4 for that. Then I'm going to continue to offer times to connect and pray on Tuesdays at noon and on Wednesdays at 7. So please, if one of those times works for you, we'd love to see you and have you connect. Our prayer lists, as you know, I'm sure yours is, just continue to grow. But we remain connected to one another and in our relationship with God through prayer, certainly. Also wanted to let you know that we are not having a specific Maundy Thursday service. In either this email or on our website, be on the lookout for a link that will that goes to a folder with some materials for you to have an at-home Maundy Thursday service and some ways that you might hold it special for you, for your family, and with some different symbols, some different activity ideas, and so forth. So please, if Maundy Thursdays is as important to you as it is to me, take a look at some of those things and find ways to hold that space and remember this walk this Holy Week. On Good Friday, there are 2 specific opportunities for you. One is we will be having a Tenebrae service that will be available to you. Also, and again, that might look a little bit different just because it is a different time. During the day, I will have a folder of a link again to a folder of things for you to be able to connect with, specifically using the Stations of the Cross, different, the walk of Jesus on sort of that that first Good Friday, if you will, that first walk to Golgotha. So be on the lookout if that seems like something that would be meaningful for you. I will have some different resources to be able to utilize that in your own life. If you want to connect with others and with me and doing that online, I will be Zooming a Stations of the Cross at 3 o'clock on Good Friday. So you will have a link for a connection for that as well. Put it in your calendar if it's something that interests you, and we'll make sure that you know how to call in, check in, be a part of that. And then on Easter Sunday, we are having church together and yet apart. We will be having worship at 11. And with everybody signing on at the same time at 11 o'clock on Easter Sunday morning. So you'll be worshiping with one another. Included in that service will be communion. And the way that we are hoping to allow you to be interactive with that communion and to receive communion is by having your own elements at your table. came across something recently that used the line, "Lend Christ your table." And I thought that's a great line and helps us be able to bring communion not only in across the miles, but communion with the elements and the sacrament in our home. So lend Christ your table by having elements such as, or whatever you're comfortable with, bread and juice. And then at the time in the service, when we partake of communion, you will be invited to partake of communion in your home. So those are some of the special things that we have going on this week. Again, always keep posted, keep in touch. Give us a call if you're afraid you're missing something. I missed mentioning that I will be having Bible study on Thursday, even though it is Holy Week, since it is unusual and we are having different ways of connecting. You can join us in on our conversation about 1 Corinthians as we're studying that on Thursdays at 2. So that's also via Zoom. You can call in or video in, and we'll be happy to have you as part of the conversation. Friends, I hope that you are hanging in there. I hope that you are getting rest. I hope that you are feeling some safety, some health. In this time of a whole lot of unbalance, I won't even say it's imbalance, it's just unbalanced. And it's hard for all of us. Know that you are loved. Know that you are held in care, not only from me and from your church, but also from God. I pray that God will continue to bless you, continue to bring healing to you and your family. May you be held in God's light and God's love, at least until we meet again. Namaste, my friends. The Spirit in me greets the Spirit in you. God bless you.